Guys, I had a bad dream that I tried to sing the song Girl from Ipanema by Antonio Carlos Jobim, as performed by Getz and Gilberto. Stan Getz and Gilberto. I do not remember how to say it. Also, apparently, it was written by Jobim and Moraes. I've never heard of Moraes. This is a human being who wrote the lyrics, but I've been oblivious to it my whole life. I've never been to Ipanema. If we're being honest, I've never considered going to Ipanema. Why? It's a good question. I don't know why. Something I could take up with my therapist. I don't have a therapist. Why don't I have a therapist? It's a good question. I don't know. Standard tuning, no capo, also no pick. We're going to use our fingertips for this one, guys. I think some people grow out their nails and use their nails to play. I have short nails, so I just use my fingertips. I think sometimes people use a combination of both. They have their nails grown out like medium long, and they use some nail and some fingertip. Someone once told me that was like the authentic way to do it. Could be true, I don't know. Please put your middle finger on the 4th fret of the top string. Have your pointer finger play the 3rd fret of the 3rd string from the top. Have your pointer finger also mash down onto the 3rd fret of the 3rd string from the bottom, and then put your ring finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom. So we've got top string on the 4th fret. The 2nd string from the top is probably just muted by your middle finger. Pointer fingers on 3 and 3, and then ring fingers on 4. Guys, this is a D6-9 chord. No, D flat 6-9 chord over A flat. It would be somewhat helpful if you remembered the names of the chords, but it's not mandatory. This one's got the weirdest name. D flat 6-9 over A flat. We're only going to use this chord for the intro. Would you please have your thumb rest right on top of the top string and have these 3 fingers grab on to the 3rd string from the top, 3rd from the bottom, and 2nd from the bottom. So see how I'm pinching those 4 strings together? And you're going to go ahead and just pinch them all together like this. Fantastic job. Then, just using your fingers, play those same 3 strings again. So we've got pinch, fingers, here we go. Pinch, fingers, Rochambeau. Again, pinch, fingers. Then you're gonna do just thumb up on the top, and then you're gonna do just fingers again. So now we've got pinch, fingers, thumb, fingers. 1, 2, here we go. And pinch, fingers, thumb, fingers. One more time, touch your toes. People of the world, friends and relatives, I have an illness. It's known as a cold, and it makes me sound like this. It also makes me wish I was in bed. So to show your sympathy and to show that you feel very sorry for me, you could subscribe to the channel of Marin Music Center, where we have Girl from Ipanema. So that was the entire intro we just learned. We do that little short pattern 4 times in a row. Cuatro, that's Spanish for 4. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Let's go ahead and play the intro all the way through. 1, 2, here we go. And 2 more. Great, that's the intro, but pop quiz, what's the name of this chord? That's right, a D flat 6-9 over A flat. Now let's learn the A section to the song. I guess you could call this the verse to the song, but that's not what it's called. It's called the A section. Goes like this, you guys. Take your D flat 6-9 over A flat, but then take your middle finger and just bump it right over a string. So now it's playing 4 on the 2nd string from the top. Everything else is the same. So top string is just, we're not using it. Then we've got 4, 3, 3, 4. This is just a D flat 6-9 chord. And here's the plan. Your thumb is gonna play the 2nd string from the top. And then your fingers are gonna play the next 3 strings. Then you're gonna go to your thumb again, but this time your thumb is gonna play the top string, but that's not all. Your middle finger has to jump up to the 4th fret of the top string. So now we've got thumb, fingers, top string. Hey, thumb, fingers, thumb. We doing okay? Fantastic. Immediately after you play that top string with your thumb, you're going to play those same 3 strings with your fingers again, and it happens quick. So it goes thumb, fingers, top, fingers. Play it with me. Here we go. And thumb, fingers, top, fingers. Hey! Thumb, fingers, top, fingers. Ho! Great. All right. We're almost done with this picking pattern. What we're doing right now is we are learning a very basic, typical bossa nova picking pattern. In the actual recording of the song, they throw in all these little variations. We're mostly just going to keep this same one measure pattern going over and over and over again. You're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. Guys, we just did thumb, fingers, top, fingers. Then your fingers are just going to play the same string again. So that means your fingers are playing twice in a row on the same string. So it's thumb, fingers, top, fingers, fingers. 1, 2, here we go. And thumb, fingers, top, fingers, fingers. One more time. Thumb, fingers, top, fingers, fingers. Then immediately you start over by having your thumb play the second string from the top again. You have to move your middle finger back to that second string from the top. But then we are truly just doing the exact same picking pattern again. Let's see if we can do it 4 times. It's cuatro, Spanish for 4 times in a row. 1, 2, good luck. And thumb, fingers, top, fingers, fingers, thumb, fingers, top, fingers, fingers, thumb. Last time. You're doing great. What's the name of this chord? That's right, D flat 6-9. After we play through the pattern twice on the D flat 6-9, we're going to switch to an E flat 9 chord. Here's how you do that. Your middle finger is going to move up to the 6th fret of the second string from the top. Your pointer finger plays 5 on the 3rd string from the top. Ring finger plays 6 on the 3rd from the bottom, and pinky plays 6 on the 2nd string from the bottom. And E flat 9 chord. You're going to do the exact same picking pattern twice on this E flat 9 chord. There's only one thing we have to watch out for, guys. When we switch from the D flat 6-9 up to the E flat 9 chord, we're actually going to switch to the E flat, not right when we get to the first thumb note at the beginning of the pattern. We're actually going to switch to the chord when we do fingers right before that first thumb note. So I got nervous because as I was expressing what I was trying to express, I realized that what I was saying made no sense. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate what I was trying to portray with words, but instead I will do it with actions and the universal language of love. 1, 2, feel my love. Watch this. Switch. Did you see what I did there? Try it with me. We'll do it really slowly. And notice when I switch from the D flat 6-9 up to the E flat 9. 1, 2, nice and slow. And thumb, fingers, top, fingers, fingers, thumb, fingers, top, fingers, E flat. I think you're getting it, and I think you're doing a bang-up job. After we do it twice on the E flat 9, we're going to switch to an E flat minor 9. The way you do that is you take your E flat 9 chord and you move your pointer finger back 1 fret to the 4th fret of the 3rd string from the top. This feels like kind of a weird stretch, but I am certain you can do it. So we've just got 6 on the 2nd string from the top, then 4 on the 3rd from the top, then 6, E flat minor 9. We're going to do the pattern just 1 time on this chord. Then we're going to switch to a D9 chord. Here's how you do that. You just take these 3 fingers and you slide those over a fret. So now we're on 5, 4, 5, 5, D9. We do the pattern once on this chord, then we go back to our D flat 6-9 chord and do it another 2 times. So guys, I raced through that, but that was the entire A section of the song. We're going to practice it, but let's review it quickly first. 2 times through the pattern on this D flat 6-9 chord. 2 times through the pattern on this E flat 9 chord. Once on this E flat minor 9 chord. Once on this D9 chord. And then twice on the D flat 6-9 chord again. 1, 2, get the first chord ready, here we go. And thumb, fingers, fingers, thumb, fingers, get ready, switch. Switch again. That's the A section of the song where they sing tall and tan and monkey punky, the bing bang bow, twinkle wagga bow, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, okay. I'm waking up, guys. I'm waking up here. Go back to sleep. If we're being perfectly honest, what's happening is like, because of this deathly illness I have, my energy is at an all-time low. Like, imagine that this is my normal energy. I'm like lower than that right now. And so I'm trying to compensate. So every once in a while I just go, oh, I'm being silly, whack-a-doodle-doo. And then I immediately regret it. I say, that was embarrassing. That was forced. That was not sincere. There is no sincerity to be found here. So I'm just letting you know that's what's going on. So we have to do that A section twice in a row. So far we have the introduction, which was just, what's the name of this chord? D flat 6-9 over A flat. We do that chord 4 times in a row. Then we play that A section. I just said how many times. Do you remember? That's right, dos. That's Spanish for 2, dos times in a row. And then we get to the B section of the song. Now the good news is the B section has the exact same picking pattern. The bad news is the B section is longer, and the bad news is that the B section has a whole new set of chords for us. People of the world, friends and relatives, let's start the B section with the D major 7 chord. Pointer finger, 5th fret, 2nd string from the top. Ring finger, 7th fret, 3rd string from the top. Middle finger, 6th fret, 3rd string from the bottom. Pinky, 7th fret, 2nd string from the bottom. Exact same picking, even with the little alternating bass note. We can't use the middle finger to switch strings anymore, but we can use the pointer finger to switch strings from the 2nd string from the top to the top string. So watch this. 3, 4, thumb, fingers, top fingers, fingers, thumb, fingers, top fingers. Exact same picking pattern, twice in a row on this D major 7 chord. Then we're gonna switch to a G13 chord. I love this chord. Pointer finger, 3rd fret, top string. Middle finger, 3rd fret, 3rd string from the top. We're skipping the 2nd string from the top. Ring finger, 4th fret, 3rd string from the bottom. Pinky, 5th fret, 2nd string from the bottom. This is another one of those chords where at first you're going to be like, this stretch is unbearable. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It just might take a little bit of practice. That's my least favorite thing I ever say. When I say, it's fine, it's just going to take practice. It's like such a meaningless thing to say. Of course it's going to say practice. And like, if you... there are no words for how mad I am at you right now. On this G13 chord, we're going to do the same picking, except instead of alternating the thumb between the 2nd string from the top and the top string, the thumb is just going to stay on the top string the whole time. So we're just going to go thumb, fingers, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers. See how I'm up on that top string the whole time, guys? Let's practice going from the D major 7 to the G13. 1, 2, good luck. And thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, get ready, switch. Oh. Guys, you're doing so great. Are you ready for the D minor 9 chord? Put your middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string from the top. Pointer finger, 3rd fret, 3rd string from the top. Ring finger, 5th fret, 3rd string from the bottom. Pinky, 5th fret, 2nd string from the bottom. We use this exact same chord shape on the 6th fret earlier, and now we're down here on the 5th fret. Isn't that interesting? You're gonna do the exact same picking twice on this D minor 9 chord. Then we're gonna go to a B flat 13 chord. Remember our G13 chord from earlier? It's that same shape, but we move it 1, 2, 3 frets up. So now pointer fingers on 6 of the top, skip the next string, then go 6, 7, 8. So we are halfway through the B section. We've done D major 7, G13, then D minor 9, B flat 13. For each of these chords, we're just doing the picking pattern twice. Let's go ahead and talk through the rest of it, and then we'll practice it. After this B flat 13 chord, we're gonna go to an E flat minor 9 chord. This is that chord I was talking about that we did during the A section, where it's just on the middle 4 strings, it's 6, 4, 6, 6. Picking pattern twice. Then we're gonna go to a B13. We did a B flat 13 with the pointer finger on the 6th fret. The B13 chord is where you move those fingers 1 fret over. So now you're on 7, 7, 8, and 9. B13. Okay, let's play through. We're 3/4 of the way through the B section. Let's play it all the way through. 1, 2, cowabunga. D major 7. Then G13, D minor 9, B flat 13, E minor 9, E flat minor 9, sorry. Then B13, we're almost there. Now you may have noticed that sometimes I did that thing where I switched chords early with the fingers. Other times I just waited until I got to my thumb note. Sometimes I did that on purpose because I thought it would sound good, but that's actually not true. Every single time I did it, it was just because I was distracted and I was talking and I messed up a little bit. But the moral of the story is that if you get that little, they call it an anticipation. When you switch chords like a half a beat earlier than you think you're going to, it's called an anticipation. And you know what? It's really nice and I think you're going to love it. But if you don't do that anticipation and you just wait until your first thumb note to switch chords, it's fine. Does this make any sense? In the comments? Let's see. I don't know how long I've been doing this. Probably, I'm gonna guess we're 17 minutes in. Point being, no one makes it 17 minutes in, so no one's gonna comment. But if you do make it this far, tell me, did that make any sense? Golly gee, I am setting myself up for failure here. Let's finish the B section. You're gonna go to an F minor 9 chord. It's that same minor 9 chord shape. If you hadn't noticed, whenever we have our fingers in this shape, that's a minor 9 chord. This one happens to be an F minor 9. You're gonna have your middle finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string from the top, pointer finger on 6 of the next string, ring finger on 8 of the next one, pinky on 8 of the next one, F minor 9. You're gonna do the picking pattern just one time. Then we switch to a very interesting chord called a B flat 7 sharp 11. You're gonna put your middle finger on 6 of the top string, ring finger on 6 of the 3rd string from the top, pinky on 7 of the 3rd string from the bottom, and then pointer finger on 5 of the 2nd string from the bottom, and you're going to do the picking pattern just one time. It's kind of an ugly chord, right? But it's ugly in a very beautiful way. So we've got... Well, I kind of botched that. Do you forgive me? Okay, so after we do that B flat 7 sharp 11, we switch to an E flat minor 9, which we've already done. That's the one that on the middle 4 strings goes 6, 4, 6, 6. One time through the pattern on this chord. Then we're going to switch to an A flat 7 sharp 11 chord. Well, let's see. This was a B flat 7 sharp 11. So then if we take the same shape, we move it 1 fret over, then it turns into an A7 sharp 11, and then if we move it 1 more fret over, now it's an A flat 7 sharp 11, which is what we wanted. So I've got 4, then I skip, and then 4, 5, 3, A flat 7 sharp 11. So those last 4 chords were F minor 9 to B flat 7 sharp 11 to E flat minor 9 to A flat 7 sharp 11, just 1 time each on each chord. Guys, let's play 1 time each on each chord. That was not the correct way to say that. Let's play those last 4 chords all the way through. 1, 2, start with the F. Fine, I'll give you a little more time. 1, 2, here we go. And boom, ba, boom, ga, ba, boom, ga, boom, ga, ba, boom, ga, boom, ga, ba, boom, ga, boom, ga. That was the B section. Let's not play the B section all the way through. Let's wait until we're done, and then we'll play through the whole song. After you finish up the B section, you just go right back to the A section again, because this song is an A form type of song. That just means you play the A section, you play the A section again, then you play the B section, then you play the A section again. So far we have intro, A section, B section, A section. What happens after that? Is the song over? Seems like a short song. No. This is the point of the song where there's like piano solos and stuff. So basically, if you're playing in just like a group that plays bossa nova songs and you play at parties and stuff or just for fun, then there's a little piano solo and it's great. And if you're in like a jazz group, this is where like your saxophone player just wants a solo for 18 minutes. And you're like, this song should be 3.5 minutes long. Why are we going on almost a half an hour and the song isn't over yet? But what we're going to do is we're just going to learn the ending to the song. So the ending just goes like this. You do the D flat 6-9 chord. That was one of the first chords we did, where it was just 4 on the second from the top, then 3, 3, 4. We do our picking pattern once. Then we're going to switch to a D9 chord. We did that one early on as well. That's where it's just middle finger, 5th fret, 2nd string from the top, pointer finger, 4th fret on the next string, and then 5th fret, 5th fret. We do the picking pattern once there. Then we go back to the D flat, then back to the D, and we go back and forth between those 2 chords, just 1 time each. Like 1 time through the picking pattern each. And we do a vamp. A vamp just means you do it for as long as you want. You do it for like 8 times, 4 times, 3 times. Who cares? Let's say 4 times. 4 times is good. So we go D flat, D7, D flat, D, D flat, D, D flat, D. And then we end on the D flat 6-9 chord. Great, fantastic, amazing. Great job explaining the ending. Guys, let's play the whole song all the way through. I don't want to. 1, 2, start with the intro. Start over. 1, 2, start with the intro. Then the A section. Then the A section again. Here we go. Then the B section, here we go. didn't swear. I said pho. Tall and tan and young and love. We're at the A section again, by the way. Then the ending, D flat, D, back to D flat, oh, then the D9, back to D flat. She doesn't see me because she's blind. Girl from Ipanema. Guys, I forgot to tell you, if you want to play like variations on the picking pattern, I don't know, good luck. I'm not going to show you right now. Play it this way for like a month and then just listen to the song and see what you can. Worthless. You're a worthless human being. I'm talking to myself, not you. I don't know you. I don't know. So you might be. I mean, I would be lying if I said you were not a worthless human being because I just don't know. I think you probably are not, but it's possible that you could be worthless potentially. I'm in a bad mood.